Hello guys, welcome back. We are on to the silver level of the 2016 paper. These are the answers of the bronze level. So you can see them down the right hand side here. Now we're on to silver level. Question 1 on 2016 paper is 8 add 5 add 4. So this is more of a part whole question, and using our bar modeling technique, you've got 8, 5. Now the good thing about this one, 4 on the end, is you get the biggest number and the numbers decrease. Again, as we mentioned in previous videos, it's a bit like a number line, but when you get to 8, if you count on 5 more, you're going to get to 13. And then if you count on 4 more, you're going to get to 17. So checking methods, you can use 17, take away 4, take away 5 to get back to 8. But again, it's a case of understanding that this is a part whole question and using the bar to achieve the answer. So that's question number 1. Question 2 is 36 add 24. Now 36 add 24 is obviously a bit more complicated than what we've had so far, because it's asking for a total. It's asking us to combine 2 parts. Again, the larger part comes first, which is handy with addition. 36 and 24. Now, there are a lot of ways you can do this, which lead into a more formal method later on. If you're going to use a bar, there is one technique you can use with 36 and 24. So instead of writing 36 in this way, we could then split our tens and units into 30 and a 6, and 24 we could split into 20 and a 4. Again, it doesn't really matter about the accuracy of the bricks, as it were, or the parts of the bar. What is important is that you've split the number up correctly into its different parts, and this can help lead you towards a more formal method where you add the tens first, or the units or ones first, and then the tens. So in this case, if I combine the 30 and the 20, I get you 50. And then if I do the 6 and the 4, that should be a known number bond to 10 anyway. So 6 and 4 is 10. And then we combine the 50 and the 10, which gives us the total overall, which is 60. That's one method that you can use. Another method is, if we start with the biggest number, which in this case is 36. So 36 add 24. Just make that a bit smaller. Some people might want to go straight into adding on the tens. So in this case, that would be 36. If you're confident with your tens, you could add on the 20 first, because some children might already know the pattern. 36 add 20 is 56, and then add on the 4 at the very end. So the formal method, which I would use with counters, you've got 30, which is made up of 3 tens. So this is how we would do it in class with counters. The easier ones, 6 counters. And then 20, I mean, you could set it out like a formal method anyway. 24 would look like this with counters. 10, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these counters in class have ones written on them, but as you can see, it's going to be quite difficult to put one in the middle of each of these, pretty much making them look like eyeballs. But anyway, you get the idea that this is where we then move into formal methods, where we add the units together. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've added the 4 and the 6 to make 10. Now this is where we get the issue of what some people call carrying, some people call borrowing. I prefer the term exchange, because what you're effectively doing is you are combining all of these and exchanging it for another 10 counter. So we get rid of these, replace it with one of those. But because it's a 10, it's no longer able to go in this column. So this is your placeholder 0, because that 10 comes over to the bottom here, which is where you get the carrying idea from. It's just an exchanging of all of the ones in the ones column. Then you can see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or 6 tens, because this is a tens column. This is another way you can work this out to move more towards a formal method. One other method is just a straightforward number line, which is, as I've said before, what the bar model imitates. Again, the thing I like about a number line, you can draw any line and make it fit your scale. So we've got the number 36 here, and you add on 24. And then it's up to the children to decide how they want to do that, whether they want to just count up 24 in ones, more chance of an error there. If they want to do the 2 tens first, so add on the tens there, and then add on the 4 to get to the answer. Or if they're confident, as we previously said, to add on the 20 first and then the 4. So lots of ways to do that. I'm going to stop this tutorial there, because that's a lot to take in. But I think all of this information is really, really helpful moving forward. So those are the first 2 questions on silver. Have a go. Why not try some of your own?